There are moments in life when everything feels hollow. The things that once lit you up now feel dull. You wake up and ask yourself, what's the point? Why try? Why care? Why move forward when nothing seems to matter? But what if this feeling isn't a sign that something's broken? What if it's an invitation? Not to look outward, but to turn inward. We live in a world that constantly tells us to do more, achieve more, feel more. But sometimes the deepest growth begins in silence, in stillness, in emptiness. The Buddha once said, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. And maybe, just maybe, when life starts to lose its color on the outside, it's your soul quietly asking, can you hear me? You're not lost. You're being called home to something deeper than goals, titles, or achievements. You're being invited to listen, to reconnect, to rediscover that quiet strength already within you. So before we rush to fix the emptiness, let's take a breath and explore what it might be trying to show us. What if emptiness isn't something to fear? We're often taught to push it away, to stay busy, stay productive, stay fine. But when we pause and actually feel that hollow space inside, we might discover something surprising. That emptiness isn't a void. It's a doorway, a space where the ego softens, where noise fades and clarity can finally rise. You see, emptiness isn't the absence of meaning. It's the space where new meaning begins. Buddhist wisdom teaches that everything is empty, not in a negative sense, but in a spacious, open way. It's like the sky, vast, clear, full of potential. So the next time you feel that ache, that sense of something's missing, don't rush to fix it. Instead, ask gently, what is this emptiness here to teach me? Then breathe. Sit with it, like you would sit with a friend who's hurting. You don't have to solve anything. Just be with it. Because sometimes the stillness you resist is the very space where your true self is waiting to be heard. When life feels meaningless, we often think we need a big mission to fix it, some grand purpose to chase. But what if the path back to meaning begins with something much smaller? There's an old Zen story I love. Every morning, a monk would sweep the temple courtyard, even if no one was watching. When asked why, he simply said, I sweep to sweep, not to achieve anything, not to impress anyone, but simply to be present in that act. There's a quiet kind of motivation that doesn't shout. It lives in the small, simple things. Washing a single dish with care, watering a plant, holding a door open, tidying a corner of your space, smiling at someone who looks tired. You don't need to feel inspired to begin. You just need to begin. Gently, honestly. These small acts are not meaningless, they are seeds. And over time, they grow into trust, into rhythm, into real, lasting energy. So if you're feeling stuck, don't wait for a lightning bolt. Start with the smallest next step. Let the action itself become the reward. We live in a world that worships feeling inspired. Everywhere we look, we're told we should feel excited, passionate, driven, all the time. But here's the quiet truth. Real motivation doesn't come from emotion. It comes from commitment. Buddhist teachings remind us, attachment is the root of suffering. And sometimes our deepest suffering comes from being attached to how we think life should feel. I should feel happy. I should feel purposeful. But what if you're not broken when you're lost? What if you're just human? We all move through seasons, some full of light, some foggy and unclear. And that's okay. The key isn't to chase a constant high. It's to keep showing up, even in the fog, even when your heart feels heavy, even when your mind whispers, what's the point? You don't have to feel good to take the next step. You just have to stay kind to yourself and keep going, one gentle breath at a time. Because commitment is not loud, it's quiet, it's steady, and in the end, it's what carries you through the seasons when feelings can't. So often we wait for the perfect moment, the right mood, a spark of inspiration. I'll write when I feel creative. I'll move when I feel ready. But what if that feeling never comes? Buddhist philosophy gently reminds us, you have the right to act, but not to the outcome. What matters is the doing, without clinging to the result. So instead of waiting for clarity or motivation, just begin. One small act. Each day, write for 5 minutes. Sit in silence. Take a short walk. Make your bed with presence. Breathe deeply while washing your hands. At first, it may feel insignificant, but over time, these small daily choices build something far greater than motivation. They build trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and from that trust, a quiet, steady energy begins to grow. You don't have to leap, you just have to take the next gentle step. Let the ritual itself become the reward. Because sometimes transformation doesn't begin with a breakthrough. It begins with a single mindful action repeated with love. If you're feeling lost right now, empty, unsure, I want you to know something important. You are not alone. Even the monks, the teachers, the ones who seem so serene and wise, they too have walked through fog. They've known doubt. They've sat in silence and felt nothing but exhaustion and confusion. But here's the thing. That's part of the path. Even the lotus, Buddhism's sacred flower, doesn't bloom in crystal clear water. It grows in the mud. The mud isn't a mistake. It's necessary. The struggles you're facing right now, they don't mean you're broken. They mean you're human. And this chapter, it's not the end. It's just one part of your becoming. So if today feels heavy, if you can't see the way forward, just pause, breathe. Rest your heart in knowing that even in this moment, you are growing. And maybe the most courageous thing you can do today is simply to keep going, gently. We're walking this journey together. YouTube script, conclusion, the quiet strength within. Don't rush to fix the feeling of being lost. It's not something broken. It's a sign, an invitation to slow down, to take a breath, and return to what matters. Maybe it's one small, meaningful action, folding your blanket, calling a friend, watering your plants. These gentle steps matter more than you think. Meaning isn't a treasure you find once and keep forever. It's something you build quietly over time, in presence, in patience, in compassion. So when the world feels loud or your heart feels heavy, remember you are not alone. We are all walking each other home, as Ram Dass once said. We fall, we rise, we rest, together. And if this moment brought you even a little peace, just keep walking, keep breathing. Trust that your stillness is not emptiness. It's strength waiting to be remembered. May you move forward not with force, but with softness, not with pressure, but with quiet courage. The way is within you, and it always has been.